What is up, ladies and gentlemen? So today I'm actually starting a new project. As you can see behind me, I have my first motorized bike that I built. It had the 79cc Predator engine on it, and I'm actually going to take this off, take out the belt, take off the tensioner and all that, and I'm gonna put this guy on there. So this guy is actually a 72cc semi-automatic 4-stroke Baja Chinese engine that I bought off of Craigslist. It ran great. I actually have the bike over there. I'll show you really quick. So here's the dirt bike that I took it off of. Again, it's just like the cheapo Chinese bike. Take off the plastics. Just show you what. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is right there. Yeah. So what I might do is actually put the Predator engine that I have on there now and put it on this guy. And maybe that's a future project for a later time. So yeah, it ran fine when I bought the bike. I just took it off, and I'm gonna actually start cleaning it up a bit, and you know, open it up and change the oil and tune it up a little bit, because it was running a little bit rough, I think, and it could use a little bit of TLC. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing that, take it apart, and see what we can do. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to be messing around with this dirt bike motor. So this is basically like the first time I've ever really messed with a dirt bike motor. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how transmission works on the bicycle and whatnot. And what I'm doing right now is just cleaning off the casing. This is literally just gasoline in here, and I found that, you know, that's the best way to get this crud off of there, is use gasoline, which may seem counterintuitive to an extent, but you know what, it works great. All right, there she is, all cleaned up. Just drained the oil out of it. Looks like a brand new engine, I tell ya. Still a little bit of a scuzz there, but it's all right. So I'm just gonna open this up, open that up, and see what we got in there. Already took the spark plug out. All right, so here's what I've done. I've taken the valves off and whatnot, the head, carburetor's off. Here's the timing chain, and pistons in there hiding. So might clean that up a bit. I don't know, it's in good shape, I think. I don't know. I don't know how any of this stuff goes back together. Just kidding. But oh, this is more of an educational experience for me to see how these things click, you know. But yeah, hopefully I can get it back together, and I'm probably gonna have to look up how to time properly because I took that off. And yeah, so anyways, I'll put it back together here, and right now I'm just kind of trying to get the carbon buildup off of this piston here, just with a little wire brush. Probably some of you out there are like, no, don't do that or something, and I'm just completely clueless, but whatever. I mean, this is carbon buildup, right? I'm supposed to take this off, right? It's not supposed to be on top of there, right? Yeah, would you look at that? Nice and clean. You can even see the writing on it. So next up, I'm gonna clean those guys a little bit more. Well, I guess that's the best I'm willing to get it. Let me start putting it back together. Alright, so from what I've gathered, to do the timing, you have to pay attention to this T, and there should be like some sort of thing that it lines up to on the case there, but there's not, so I'm just going to do the piston at the top of its stroke, like right there. There, and then on the timing gear, there's that little guy that's supposed to line up with, I'm assuming, that etching that you see right there. So yeah, let's try that. Alright, so I think I got it. I'm not absolutely positive, but I think this dot right here is supposed to be in between these two, not that notch. I don't know what that notch is for. Hopefully it's not that, because I could not get it to time with that, but with that, it makes sense. And it's on the top of the piston stroke 2 right there. That's my mark I made, because I can't find the one that's for the bike. So yeah, let's hope this works. Alright, so now that I got that all cleaned up and hopefully working, I'm gonna go ahead and take the motor off of that one and see how well it fits. Of course, the exhaust. What I was using for vibration deducers, whatever. Home Depot, they're like for giving grip to couches and stuff. The next thing, I'm just gonna take off the what's that thing called? The shifter, the clutch engager. I don't know about you guys, but I have a feeling this isn't gonna quite fit just yet. So what I'm gonna have to do to make this fit is probably cut this somewhere, cut these. I'm gonna have to cut this off as well. And maybe move this old engine plate down a little, or take it out completely and use it for something else. And then I'm gonna take this pulley off, and I'm gonna use this chain, maybe not this one exactly, but I'll maybe order another one or get another chain, because this one's kind of rusty. It's going to be the same size of that, and I just ordered a 24 tooth sprocket that'll fit that chain, hopefully, and yeah, and that's what the chain on the engine is a 420. So alright, so I went ahead and cut off those parts that I was just telling you about, and I stuck on the motor, and here's what it's gonna look like for the most part. I just slapped on the muffler and the exhaust there just for a second to see what it looks like, and that's gonna be sweet. That looks gnarly, I tell you. This side. So one thing that I gotta do is figure out the exhaust, what is that called? The exhaust output, whatever the hell that's called, lines up right with this bar here, so I don't know if I have to chop that off, because it would also fit better if I did that, because the angle's kind of weird. Maybe I can do something like this, like see how I loop like that instead of going straight up like that. So maybe I can do something similar as to that, but come along here instead and kind of go, and that'll just bypass and it'll miss everything, so that'll work. So yeah, that's part one of this project. I hope you enjoyed yourself. It's going to be pretty intense. 4 gears down the highway is going to be pretty sweet. So I'll see you next time. Part 2 should be out pretty soon. As soon as I get that sprocket for the shaft there, I'll make another part. So I'll make another part to the series. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.